Why are MSP business owners so afraid of marketing agencies? Some very good reasons. So let's get into it. So, to start, the MSP space is a very complicated industry to market. And one of the reasons is because you have so many different buyer types based on the industries that you're targeting, whether you have a managed or a co-managed offering or even cybersecurity, and the different technical resources that you're speaking with. You have to have different tones and different voices that you use in order to appeal to these markets. And you have this complex trust based sales cycle in which you both have to speak high level on business value to business owners while also lending technical credibility when you're speaking with their IT resources or people within their organization that have legitimate technical questions. This service based model in the MSP space requires very long term positioning and multiple touch points over the course of months and sometimes years in order to build that trust over time with highly educated buyers and ultimately lead to the decision to make a conversion. MSPs are not a buy now button. And so what you're really asking is for your buyer to commit to something that's quite a large both project for onboarding and also cost change. So it's a difficult industry to really hone in on, who are you talking to? Because you do not have one buyer. And if you're working with a marketing agency that has narrowed or whittled down your buyer to just one or two, then they are not familiar with the true complexity of the industry that you are operating in. Another sign you may be working with the wrong marketing agency for your MSP is that they have narrowed in more on your tactics or services as the focal point for their campaigns rather than identifying the key pains that you experience with your clients on what they have identified are the reasons or the motivations for them to actually make a switch. A lot of MSPs, they're going to leverage similar tools, similar tactics. What really is the difference is how you offer that. So, what is the strategy that you've implemented for applying or adjusting or managing their tool stack over time and operating within their business to help their business grow and feel stable? So, when you want to work with a marketing agency, there are some key things to consider if you're an MSP. You want to work with a marketing agency that does strategic planning and factors in all variables of your marketing, not only just from the beginning of onboarding and, branding, all that fun stuff, but what does it look like afterward? How does marketing play into the day-to-day operations of your business, working with your sales force, also working with your customer success managers, and ensuring that from initial touch point with your clients to long after they've onboarded that they feel in a good position to do referrals because the marketing didn't stop there. They continue to have a relationship with the client because ultimately, as an MSP, you are in the relationship business just as much as you are in the tech business. So, building out a strategy that takes all of these variables, the different avenues that you have for marketing, but also working together with your sales team, working together with your customer success team and leveraging them as subject matter experts to create thought leadership to ensure that you have that technical resource to create content that's going to be high value, impactful, and build credibility over time. And a good marketing agency is going to fully understand your buyers, their complexity, and try to create campaigns that measure outcomes based on those buyers, where they actually are, what they actually want to hear, and move them through that sales cycle over that long-term plan until you have some good quality leads coming in. So if you feel like you've been wasting money with your marketing agency, if you have questions on whether or not they fully understand MSP as a marketing space, we would be happy to have a discovery call with you to talk about maybe what you're doing, where you are, where you'd like to be, and see if maybe we're a good partner for you.